Welcome to Albion TV presents the AO Daily Show, your source of real news in an unreal world, keeping you up to date on the latest news, events, and the great community of Albion Online. Today is Friday, the 17th of January 2020, and I am your host, Shozen, and with me today, as always, my co-host, Bogul. How are you doing today, Bogul?
Hello, sir. I think I had the wrong screen on the thing, but I hope everybody can hear you. Do you want to do this again so we do have a good thing, or do we just want to keep going?
I don't care if they didn't see me. I thought it sounded pretty good. Did you guys hear me? Just let us know in chat real quick. They're already just raffling. They're like, ooh, where's the raffle?
I think they did. All right. Let's start the show then, Let's do this.
We have a pretty big show today, Bogle. It's Fanfic Friday. Mm-hmm. And you know what that means? We're going to make shit up.
Yes, sir. Let's make a bunch of stuff up, especially the thing we announced 4 times during this week. I think we'll have a special guest today.
Yeah. Did we really hype it that much?
Maybe 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, hype is good, right? It's always good when you get really hyped about something and then somebody shows you something, you're like, didn't live up.
What? No.
We got some extra raffles for you guys today because we're doing, like we said, we got this special thing. We've been hyping it all week. Elsa thought it was pretty good and said, you know what? We'll give you guys some extra raffles. So while we're doing our thing today, we'll have extra 750. So everybody, even if it's not your bag, and you're just like, oh, this is awful, just stick around. Enjoy.
Especially for the Q&A after.
All right,
Q&A. But let's do our civic duty and talk about news and PSAs and remind everybody that we have a thing happening soon that is pretty important for the world of Albion, a thing called Queen, and we have been getting a lot of information in the last few days, I suppose. And today we want to mention it very briefly, show it off, and talk about 2 new things that we learned today. First things first, the extremely important linkable show to everybody able super post.
Is it the super post? Oh my God, that super post is full of information. It's like, I feel like, can we delay Queen, Bogle?
Why?
For like 2 days, so we can do 2 additional shows, so we can get through all the information before this show. I thought, no,
just because you're slow at reading doesn't mean they have to delay Queen.
It's very slow. I'm very, very bad at the reading.
I suppose if you don't want to read, you can listen to us talk about this in yesterday's show, and the show on Wednesday, on Tuesday, on Monday, on yeah.
I'll be back on Sunday. I guess that's the next PSA, right? There's going to be a big battle for Carleon on Monday.
Yes, sir.
The Dawn of Carleon will be giving away sets for people to use.
Apparently.
And you'll be defending the Realm Gate of Carleon. And I will be here when it goes live. Bogo, what's the time on that? Let's see. When am I going live?
21 UTC. You should 21. Be here.
Yeah, I'll be here before that. I'll be here before that, hyping it up and getting the people of Carleon to defend it. Like, if you've ever, I know you might not live here. I know you might not live here now. But, we'll do that later. I know you might not live here now, guys. But you may have lived in Carleon at one point. Defend your old hometown one last time from the guys who've been preventing you from gathering. Think about that. Remember that time you went over to gather and one of those Avalonians came in and just like wrecked your day? You're like, this is 7-3. I'm pretty sure it's a full node. This guy keeps hitting me in the ass every single time I try to bend over and pick up that node. Well, maybe you should beat him down first, but you can't because he's bigger than you and you're in gathering gear.
So you're trying to set up revenge
now? Get the revenge. Revenge. Yeah.
Well, whatever reason you have, if you want to hop on the event to do some quote unquote PvE, or if you just want some limited free gear sets, or if you actually want to participate in that event, farming some people trying to do PvE, then it might be a good time to be around on Sunday. This is the end of season event. It will sort of bring the current season to an end. It will officially end on the downtime on Monday, but nobody knows how long this will last. It's probably just a few hours, but we don't actually know.
I think it's this is a dynamic event. This is something I wasn't told specifically to hype this, but to me the idea of a dynamic event is cool. Like the idea that they will be here dishing out the damage, the developers themselves here dishing out the damage and making the event happen for the people who show up. So the more people who are doing it and having a good time and the more fun it is, the longer the event will probably go, to be quite honest. It'll just go longer if you guys are having a good time. If 1,700 people show up into Carleon and it crashes the server, alternate possibilities might be in store for the Carleon event. I'm just saying.
Too many people showed up and it melted Carleon.
Yeah, like stuff happens,
Sure.
Maybe that means that they won. Like that's how you know that the Avalonians have really won. They just broke the game. No, I think that you're in for an interesting event. I've heard the end game of this. It's worth sticking around to the end of it to see something happen that has never happened before, and I'm going to be there. It's my Sunday and I'm going to be there because I just want to see it. It's not even an extra day for me. It's just, I'm going there because I want to see it. It's like as a player even, but my game is going to be watching you guys die and probably making fun of you all as the Dawn of Carleon. So we'll see.
Talking about people coming back and doing stuff. Well, we didn't talk about that, but that's a thing that will happen in the next days more and more, I think, is when people come back, they want to figure out what will happen to their stuff or even where their stuff is. And that's another reminder we have today. There is the player and item migration with Queen post that apparently was so important that they, copy pasted the same news and slapped reminder on top of it saying, guys, this is happening. Apparently a bunch of people have some questions still. And now you have, again, the option to link that to everybody to say, hey, guys, read this and then ask again if you have more questions. Link this to your friends. Be aware that this exists and all the rule sets about what's getting moved where should be in there. And I don't think we need to talk about this again because we did so many times.
No, but you guys, by this time, if you're listening to the show, I hope you understand how moving stuff works. And if you don't, we will do a question and answer period at the end of the show today. That's something we're going to have. It should be fun. Stick around for that. We'll see what happens with that. Speaking of AMAs, there's going to be a Reddit AMA coming up. A couple of them, right?
2 of them, yes. One on Saturday, tomorrow, 20 UTC on the MMO RPG subreddit, and one on Wednesday on the 22nd on the gaming subreddits. The threads, I think, are not up yet. But if you ever wanted to make sure that your question or your comment or your insightful thing you always wanted to say meets the eyes of the developers, or at the very least, the marketing team.
At least the mods. Yeah, the mods are going to see it, and then they're going to decide if the questions are good enough, and then the developers. Right? That's what it means when they say the dev team will be on hand to answer your questions with the help of our community managers. Isn't that the political speak for they're going to read the questions, see if they're relevant or good? Well, then they'll give them to a developer to go, oh, that's a good question. I'll answer that for somebody.
of course, some of that political choosing of, relevant question always happens, but you can help upvote the important ones. And it's just a time to keep in mind, Saturday and Wednesday. One is tomorrow, one just 2 days after Queen. And I suppose, honestly, that the devs might be reading them. They might not answer all of these, but I was saying, I'm pretty sure that you will get your thing in front of them.
It's true. We aren't Blizzard. We do tend to hang out there. They read the forums. They listen to what I have to say about you guys. Sometimes they watch the show and read what you even say here. Sometimes they're like here during the show live. It's kind of spooky.
Yeah. So
I always feel like, Bogul, speaking of that, do you ever feel like it's always the shows we do that go wrong that they're watching? It is. It always is.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, maybe. Okay, moving on.
No, you got me thinking, but no, I don't know.
Remember Deep Shozen?
That was bad. Yes.
Yeah, they were listening to that one.
Happens.
The Avalonian Elite Dungeons, Bogul. This is
news.
This is real news. We actually have news to talk about today of something that's cool. And this is a really cool gate right off the bat. Show the entrance to the dungeon. It looks cool. We have more cool stuff in the game. More dungeons. The elite dungeons have been teased. They've been talked about. We got some info.
I think Thorn Delwyn is one of the level/PvE designers of Albion, who went to the forums to write up a little guide about the Elite Dungeons that are new with, I almost said Avalon, but with Queen, that are designed for 10 to 20 players and that will have the Avalonian faction in them. He goes on to explain how you can find them, where you can find them. For example, that these will be in the Outlands and there will only be one active entrance per zone that spawns once per day with various tiers, 6 to tier 8. And then shows some images and some details about the rule set. Did we not know anything of this before Shozen, or did we have all that info?
Here's the problem, Bogul. We knew some of this before, and I don't know how much of it was roundtable and how much of it was This is the problem. Sometimes our news, once it's leaked onto the roundtable, it becomes our news, and then it's just our news. It was some of our news. We've talked about some of this. We haven't seen this entrance. We didn't know that the dungeons start at tier 6 and then go up to tier 8. That's new. We assumed that they would. We knew that it was designed for a large group. And we knew that it would have the Avalonians, and we even knew about the Avalonian buff, the Ascension buff. We even knew about that. We knew a number of these things. We didn't know the number of... Up to 20 adventurers will be able to take a sip from the water of the Holy Grail after... Oh, maybe we didn't announce this. I think this might have been announced to us. Get so much news confused. My bad. Let me read this one out because I'm realizing I don't remember the lore of it, Bogul, but I remember the buff. You'll be able to sip water from the Holy Grail. What? The Holy Grail? After you and your allies manage to defeat the enemy guarding the dungeon, you will boost your fame gained from killing mobs by 10% for a week. See, I remember telling people about that. This boost doesn't disappear even if you fall in battle and die. It will also not stack if you drink from the Grail a second time, but it will refresh your duration. So this might be something that you do every few days, go deep into the belly of the Avalonian dungeon that spawns once per day in each zone, go get your buff and make sure for the rest of the week you're strong like bull. Get lots of fame.
Yes, sir. And they mentioned that these will have some of the artifacts that you need to make the new Avalonian armor. It also says that most Avalonian enemies will have a chance to drop Avalonian energy. But then this seems to be like a little bit wrongly worded because it says from the Avalonian invasion prior to the release of Queen. So
well, no, it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff. That's what they're saying. Is they're saying that the energy is the same stuff that you used to see prior to the
So
changed the
is
queen.
that the
It's
only
same story.
source confirmed then?
That we know of, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we find them above ground, I don't know if we will.
I don't think so.
I think that we're going to defeat them this weekend. I think we're going to defeat them this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to send them back to whence they came. And you'll have the Don to thank for that. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I believe it. Doubling down. All my investment is that what you guys don't know is that Carleon is going to be the great city that it once was, plus.
Okay. There is some more information here. Apparently you find 7 bosses, which is a lot. 7 different ones. And it should take you about an hour to finish, so it's a bigger event, I feel like. There is no limit as to how many players can enter a dungeon, so it's sort of open world. Not really, but sort of. At least it's PvP risk enabled. But to sort of, prepare for that risk, there will be gates in the dungeon that sort of alert you when other groups go through, because you have to, remove a little core that is sort of the lock to that gate. And if that gets breached, that is announced to everybody. So people who are doing the dungeon will have some sort of warning that something is happening versus just scouting, which is good.
All right. Well, that's cool. I mean, all right. Mixed feelings, but I think it's for the better.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool that we get
like
dungeons.
Well, the dungeons are sweet. I'm just talking about the specific mechanics regarding letting people know that somebody's coming. Now, I understand why it's there, but Bogul, I know I'll never have my olden days back again, and I feel so old talking about things that happened a full 3.5 years ago now. How it probably puts me in another generation. But I remember the days when you would prepare to be dungeon dove, and you had to prepare for it, and you never knew when it was coming, because the mechanic at the time was that mobs would get XP themselves and their fame would go up the longer they were alive. So people would run from dungeon to find the mobs that had been up the longest, and you'd often end up running into other people at the same time because everybody had the same idea. And that was very painful in a lot of ways. No, Mishireen, let me make sure that you didn't. No. There's reason why that's gone today. But it did lead to a lot of fighting amongst players in dungeons. And since we have a dungeon that has so much on the line, appears once per day, per territory, it makes me wish that there was, like, you had to prepare for it, not prepare to bounce. But, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and one more thing that is related to the dungeons is the way you get into these dungeons. And you can either randomly stumble upon one of these on the map, which will be pretty hard because you would have to scout a lot of zones and, a lot of potential spawns. So there's a way that you can find dungeon maps that if you use them, they will just show you the entrance. Various tiers and enchantment levels of maps, of course, and the higher the tier and the higher the enchantment levels, the higher the rewards and the strength of the mobs. And with that comes the new option to transmute maps, meaning you can, since there are 3 different types of dungeons in the game: solo dungeons, group dungeons, and elite dungeons, that you can transmute them upwards. So if you have 5 solo dungeons, you can combine them into a group dungeon. So if you have 5 group maps, you can combine them into a rated dungeon. And then you will have an easier way potentially to find these, or to make good money for all the people who want to try that at the very beginning. Hint, hint. Yeah. I already saw that in chat. A bunch of people said, I spent 20 million buying maps.
So. Well, I think it's going to be very interesting how these maps work. And I think I heard that wrong before on the dungeons. I think it also announces to everybody in the zone that you're going in. So maybe it does kind of push people to go and attack them. Maybe there'll be more dungeon diving. I just want to see more of it. I want to see people prepare to get slaughtered inside the dungeon that they're in. I just miss those days. Maybe I just really like people getting slaughtered, Bogul.
Yeah, everybody has his thing.
All right. But I like this map thing too. I know we have people who are already speculating and making sure that they're going to have all the maps ready to go. I'm excited. There's so many reasons to be excited for Queen Bogul. What are you most excited about?
The Queen Super Post? That I hope that I will be making tons of money because everybody's leaving Carleon and I will be the only person selling to the black market. I just need to find like 30 people who help me move stuff from the Royals to the city. That's going to be an issue.
Yeah. Question though. What if they do put those black market agents in the Black Zone trading posts?
Well, that would be a future update. I had the time to check and hop on staging the other day, and you're talking about the NPCs, the guards that are in the quote unquote rests, the little trade outposts, the cities that will be in the Outlands. On staging, these are non-interactable. Like they look the same like the black market dudes in Carleon, like his overly huge guards there, these dudes. But you can't click them or interact. So I don't think, and that's true to the initial announcement that these will have them. Maybe in the future if it gets some changes, but with
I just know that it was a rumor. It was one of those underground rumors that sometimes get bandied about by all the players in the know and the ones who think they're in the know. You know those
people
guys.
like to mix stuff up. But there's no confirmation, and based on the staging, as of yesterday, there's no way to have that. So
okay, all right. So Bogul is trying to corner the black market. All right, good to know. Well, how well do you know this, Don? This is getting to be a little bit of an issue for me. I'm starting to get concerned here. The more they fill this out,
we do have. How do you call this? Like a relationship, but not. It's a business relationship. I would say it's a long-term thing.
I've had a business relationship. Okay.
Yeah. We do have community things. Is that the next topic then? Are you trying to move us over to that next thing? Because I think we have a few other things that...
We have other things. No, we have things before that. I'm just saying. I'm saying we have F&Chat Chat Friday, Bogul.
That's the segment we do sometimes here. Yes.
We haven't done one of these in a while. We also haven't done meditations in a while. I feel like we need to bring back meditations for Fridays.
Oh.
Yeah. But today we have a lot of things that are gone and going away, and things are changing, and we're never going to see them again. I mean, it's a big deal. This is the last Friday before Queen.
Yeah. It's the last invasion.
I hate to say this,
I suppose, of the season.
But theoretically, Bogul, this could be the last fanfic Friday. This could be the last effing Chat Friday ever.
Why?
Because realities.
Let's see.
We'll see. Who knows? Nobody knows at this point. That's the issue. So GVGs are gone, Bogul. The guild versus guild 5v5 territorial conquest mode that we've known now for years. I think I've been playing with it for
4 or 5 at this point.
4.5 years. Yeah. That's a long time to have a relationship with something, anything. And to see it go away, and to know the commitment that these players made to the GVG. I worry that, some of them are going to have a hard time moving on, that they're going to be calling for GVGs at like 3 o'clock in the morning after drinking. There are going to be those who are just mad at GVGs and take their anger out on crystals.
Chat says they're not going away. Calm down, Shozen. They're not going away.
I feel...
They will change. They will change, but they won't go away.
Relationships change over time. I understand this, Bogul.
All right.
But it feels like one is... It feels like the end It feels like the end.
Do I have to play like really sad music or something?
Yeah. All right, I'm okay.
All right. Okay.
I didn't like GVGs anyway.
Wow.
I remember when I lost my first GVG to that spinning bastard from that Russian guild.
Hammer and Sickle?
No, the worst one.
The worst?
Nilfgaard.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
Oh well.
We can move on. I'm sorry, but since then, it just hurts me, and I'm glad to see them go. And they can walk and take their stuff with them. And now I'm glad for ZVZs to take their place. They can take that place in my heart, and I'll be glad to call those ZVZs. And I'll be glad to see the territories change hands from ZVZ from this point on, Bogul. But don't.
I think you're not
But
alone.
5v5, I'm good. You know what?
Sadness.
I can spend a couple of weekends with a couple of 5v5s, if you know what I'm saying.
I suppose.
Do some of that Crystal League. Hit that up on the weekends.
I mean, you're not alone, I wanted to say, with Money Guild. They even changed their logo to a black one, maybe as a sign of, going to a funeral or something. And they were in the Upset Alliance. That was called actually Depressed for a long time. So maybe Money Guild realized this a while back, and now they, put it in the game as a way to say, we're sad too, Shozen. So maybe you can make like a old guy group who just talk about the old times.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. I think that's maybe once a month, like a support group. Like we meet, like every other week, there's a big event. Like you'll either have Crystal Leagues or you will have Invasion. Then there are these 2 off weekends. I think that's maybe when we can have our support group meet every other week. We'll sit and we'll talk about the way things used to be. And
Shozen, Derek, Mojo.
But F in chat to GVGs. Speaking of Mojo and Derek, they were founding members of a guild called Money Guild.
I'm showing it on the screen. They have 175k. They might make Crystal, by the way.
They might make. Oh, they put a push in then, didn't they?
Yeah.
Good guys. I think they should. Push in for Crystal and try to make it and do everything they can in the next day to make it. I think they will at this point. It looks kind of obvious if they're actually making an attempt. They had looked like they weren't making an attempt for a while. And then there was an announcement. The announcement that for Season 8, Money Guild would restructure, merge forces with Team Casualty, and become some new guild. And there was another announcement that said they were looking for names, and even a survey that I filled out. I filled it out. Yeah, I know I'm not a member of Money Guild, but I filled it out anyway.
What?
Where you could say what you wanted the name to be, and I said Money Team, not Team Money. Money Team.
Team Casual. No Money.
Yeah.
Casual Money.
And as long as it's not Team Casualty, like sorry, wait, I say that. Guild Casualty. Why did I say that?
Oh,
that's yeah, you confused me there. Yeah, as long as it's not Guild Casualty, I just don't want to see that. Like, I don't want to see.
Casual.
That seems like the guy who didn't donate, and lost everything, or did donate, was accused of not donating, gave every single thing he had to the guild, got kicked anyway for not donating the gear off of his back, then had nothing and quit the game. That's what I think of a guild casualty. So F in chat to Money Guild, one of the longest living guilds in our game, the most storied, the most accomplished guild in our game. Like season in and season out.
I see it like when I believe it when I see it, and I don't know. It's like one of these things that is talk. And do you have that much proof that we can announce on stream that they're dead?
People are mad because I'm saying that it's an old guild. Money Guild has come and gone a number of times. Yes, it's most known for being here on release, but it was also part of Red Army, and then it was Money Guild before that. And it's not. I don't think this is the end of Money Guild. I think you're right, Bogle.
Okay.
But it could be, and we don't know.
Prepare for
but
the worst.
I feel I'm already pressing F in chat.
Okay.
I'm believing what I read, and I'm pressing F in chat. And what else are we pressing F in chat too? Oh, the 45 guilds who got kicked out of Arch. Ugh. Imagine being a guild who gets kicked out of Arch. Man, all that's left to you at that point is ego.
Well, they still have 5,000 members.
Yeah, but they kicked out the ones with like crap members and not good activity, and they kicked a lot out. They kicked out a lot. And now they're turning themselves into a lean, mean fighting machine of 5,000 brutal believers. These are the people who, when they say praise be, the people who are left say praise be to everything.
Our own in-game Pope, the Gluttony STS.
I don't know. It's like he's a pope. I want to think of something else that's more like a witch doctor, or like,
I mean,
he goes away, makes those treks, comes back, brings back food, stories of another world.
I see chat yelling about news that was posted. It's just about an extended maintenance. Calm down. There will be an extended maintenance for Queen, which was expected. Apparently, the scheduled is 3 hours, 10 UTC to 13 UTC. But I think you'll see that plastered all over the interwebs. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
That's long. I had
it's
plans.
Long. I had plans. Okay, I know, man. But it's Albion 2.0.
I had alarms.
Well, now you can turn them back.
Sleep longer.
Now you can have coffee. Now you can have a waffle with syrup and butter. You can do this. All right. Other things we need to F in chat, because I just saw the time, Bogle, and we're getting really late into the show. And we have a few things left to do. We have a Q&A, and we got this thing. Soreb's hair. F in chat to Soreb's hair. Do you have a picture of Soreb's hair, Bogle?
I don't take pictures of people with no hair. I don't know.
It's weird, dude. It's weird because he still has the beard, but he doesn't have the hair.
Who is Soreb, and why did he shave his head?
Because he saw Vetus do it, and he goes, I bet you I can do that without, shaving off my beard.
Without getting anything for it?
Yeah, without getting my beard,
Oh.
I think he got subs. He probably got some subs.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I'm not shaving my head for subs. It's just not going to ever happen.
I think you would.
Me?
It just depends on the amount.
Oh, the amount? Yeah, I'd do another tighter mohawk. I think I need to shave some hair off, actually.
No, all of it.
What?
What's your number,
No,
Shozen? What's your number?
On the
Shaving
buzz
head
cut?
thing? Yeah.
Or how many do I need to have sub before I shave my head? Which one is it?
No, I'm just asking, if somebody subscribed 500 times, would that be enough? Or
No.
No? All right.
Like, well, okay, wait. Just the sides and the side? Yeah,
everything.
I'd leave
Everything.
the top. Yeah. Everything? No. Nah. I don't do that for money.
All right. All right.
I guess F in chat to everyone who was hoping that 404 wouldn't win the season because they don't like the double healer comp and are just cranky about it and wanna, bitch about it. So F in chat to those guys, because Arrow 404 won. They walked away with it. They took it. Well done. Congratulations in order to Black Order, who has seemingly for now, taken control of this and gone past Rack. Now, we know that there's a lot of beef about that, and we will hear about that on Thursday of next week, because I have an interview with Shiro, actually, that we'll be playing that day. Should be pretty good. And he goes into it pretty hard.
The GM of Black Order, yes.
Yeah, he does. That's the GM of Black Order and Red Army and, Russian Guild and 7 other different guilds. But they all had... Why don't you show the logo? That's their logo. If you've seen a guild with that logo, it was Shiro's guild.
Mm-hmm. That's unique.
That's it. It's his.
Yeah.
Nobody else can have that. It's his. And he won't let you use it. But he will let any New guild made up of Russians use it because he's like onto like 6 or 7 of them. It's impressive. All right, let's move on, Bogul. These people have been asking for something all week because earlier in the week we released a video. By we, I mean the SBI did. Not that's not we anymore. That's them. They released a video, and I liked the visuals of it. I thought it was really good. I thought it had a really good emotional thing. But there was one part of it that I thought I could do better. And so I spent all week practicing, right? And then I made a video.
Do you want me to play that?
I think we'll play both videos, and then we will see what comes next, Bogul.
I think most people know the initial one. Should we just play your version?
No, I think we need to play the initial one.
All right.
I know these people. It's only a minute and a half, Bogul. I think they'll be okay.
All right, let me find this. Boop.
Yeah, you guys can vote. 1 in chat for the first one, 2 in chat for the second one. There you go. I don't know how to set up things. You can set it up easy. Oh, I probably can. Fine.
All right, full screen, right monitor, bloop. That is the announcement for the fight of Carleon from SPI.
They're becoming stronger. We can no longer hold them back. Carleon will fall. But my lord, everyone is evacuating Carleon. Soon there will be nobody left to defend the city. For the sake of Carleon, I hope you're right. For our sake, I hope you're right.
Yeah, that was that.
All right, we're putting up a new raffle. There were 3 winners for the last raffle.
Oh, we're doing raffles during the videos?
Yeah, I'm starting a new raffle. I'm going to pull, during this whole segment, guys, about once a minute or so, I will be pulling a raffle until this is done.
Okay.
So I pulled the first 3 raffles. Those guys all won $750. They have to look at the channel, find out if they did. They're going to have to do a lot of scrolling up. That's going to be fun for them. But the rest of you, get in it now. And Bogul, play the video, and then we'll go right into the next segment.
Okay.
They're becoming stronger. We can no longer hold them back. Carleon will fall.
Don't worry about him. The guilds of Albion, too heavily invested in this great city to let a fall to these invaders.
But my lord, everyone is evacuating Carleon.
That's unfortunate. I want you to arrange a meeting with the heads of the 5 cities. I think that it's time we show these Avalonians that Don Carleon has friends.
For the sake of Carleon, I hope you're right. For our sake, I hope you're right.
Yeah, that was the Shozen version. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good. So I've been practicing, and I think I'm getting it pretty much to where, you know, SBI would want it. And so, all right, Bogul, are you ready to do this? Because we've practiced this a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You have the art up?
I need to switch the screen and then switch to the playing of the video. Give me a second. Boop. That's one. As part of a Fanfic Friday series, we have been interviewing different characters from the many great cities of Albion. Today, we have a special interview, as we have, for the first time in the history of Albion, perhaps in the history of MMO gaming, an interview with an NPC. And not just any NPC, but a crucial cog in the inner workings of this great game and its stellar economy. From Carleon, the greatest city in all of Albion, the man who provides all the jobs in all of the world, my business partner, and a man I like to call my friend, the great Don Carleon. Thank you, Don Carleon, for taking the time. I'm very honored to have you on the show here with us today. I know you are a very, very busy man, so your presence is much appreciated during these dark times. Without you, we would be lost. I understand that you have consulted with the heads of the 5 cities and have come here today to tell us about the arrangements that have been made to deal with these Avalonians. So let me get this straight. You're giving away gear to the citizens of Carleon? Oh, I see. Well, how's that good for business? Oh, yes, I understand. We all do have so much invested into this great city. It's the crown jewel of Carleon. This is where the Hall of Conquerors is. This is where we marry our children. I hope you will forgive me for asking, but when are we dealing with these Avalonians once and for all? Oh, I see. I know. I'll just continue with selling bags. Yes. Endless war is good for business. Yes. War is indeed good for profit. And death as well. Yes, I understand, Don Carleon. Yes, of course. I have about 2,000 bags in stock. Yes, 8.1, and I think it's enough. More? Really? Okay, more. All right, that many? That's a lot of death. And that shipment of cloth is arranged for? And about the arrangement with the stone blocks shipment? Good. Thank you. What about that thing with the guy? Yeah, no, the other guy. No, the other guy with that thing that he does that we don't want him to do. Right, that's good. I understand. Thank you. But I meant the guy from, that thing we did with those other guys. And the thing with that stuff, you know? Yes, Don Carlion, yes. Perfect. Ah, good. Yes, Don Carlion. So I understand you're a fan of the theater. Do you have any predictions about the Oscars? The Joker? Well, isn't that an obvious answer? No. You're right. I'm sorry. Will you be attending? But why would Elsa do that? Okay, I didn't know you're a big fan of Disney movies. Oh, I see. Oh, musicals, yeah. The songs, who doesn't? Have I seen what? On Robin's Twitter feed? I have no clue what that thing is. I think it's a fish of some sort. So did you have lunch yet? Oh, what did you have for lunch? Oh, I see. More? Oh. Oh. Thank you, Don Carlion. Thank you very much. Yes, Don Carlion. Yes, it's really a shame what the world has come to these days, Don Carlion. Yes. Well, thank you for your time, Don Carlion. Don Carlion. Yes. Yes, Don Carlion. Yes. Yes. No, I'll text you. Yes.
You ever feel like really good after a really good troll, Bogul? Thank you. But we'll do an actual, I guess, AMA now with the Don. We'll bring the Don back, and we'll do it. But I'll do the other version, because I know you didn't come for that version or want to hear that version. That was a brutal 8 minutes, but it was really fun for me. And I hope you enjoyed the raffles, of which we had a ton. Let me announce all of them in chat right now. I'm going to throw them out again. Go ahead and take a look. Hopefully your name is out there.
Yeah, congratulations.
All right, so Bogul, are you ready to move on to the next segment?
I'm just wondering if I should put up the image of Don Carlion.
Yeah, put the Don image up.
All right. So, what is the next segment? Explain it, Shozen.
Well, you guys can ask questions to the Don about the defense of Carlion.
Okay. All right.
All right. And he will do his best to answer them.
All right. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello. I understand that you guys have been once again making fun of my likeness, using some sort of voice modulation to make yourselves feel good about yourself. Making fun of a man. It's not nice. It's not nice at all. Where's the respect?
Let's see what chat has to say. Are you sick of my bags yet? The Does is asking.
It's cheaper than weapons. People get just as happy for a bag as they do for a weapon. They're not picky. No. Just, I like a bag. The best bags. Bogul makes the best bags.
Do you know Saya?
No. What kind of question is this? I don't know even what a Saya is. What is a Saya? Is it... What are you asking?
It's a famous previous enterprising entity. Never mind.
I see a good question in chat. You're asking, how's the Don gonna get you people to fight the Avalonians rather than fight amongst yourselves? It's easy. You know your bread is buttered. You know you have to defend the city without the black market. What are you gonna get from these mobs? What are you gonna get? Silver? Silver? What are you gonna buy with silver? You gonna go walk all the way to the marketplace yourself? No. You don't feed the machine. You're never gonna get there. Never gonna get there.
Should I keep asking more questions, or would you like to choose some for yourself, sir?
Ask me a question. And I will
How does the
do my
Don get the citizens of Albion to fight the Avalonians rather than each other?
I just answered that question, Paul. I just read that question from chat myself. And I did it.
If we have a portal bind at Carlion when Queen launches, what happens?
If you portal bound Carlion Queen, you'll fight for the city of Carlion. You'll fight for Carlion. You'll live here. You live in Carlion. Why would you move? You're gonna go to Fort Sterling? You're gonna go to Montlock? What did Montlock ever do for you? You ever get to Mercia from Montlock? No. You know, it's times like these, I wonder what I've done to deserve this. What have I done for you, to you people, to abandon me in a time of need? Invaders are coming for a realm gate. For the realm gate you've used. The realm gate your children used. And you're not going to defend this because someone over in another city says, oh, our gate's good enough. Our gate's free. You can use it. Well, maybe our gate isn't free. Maybe you have to put a little bit of bunch when Tina's into our gate. Maybe you have to do something. Maybe you have to pay a little more. But you know what? No, you're right. I understand. You're all cheap. You're cheap sons of bitches. And I can't even buy your own gear. I'll give you gear. I'll give you gear on that day. You come on Sunday. I'll give you gear from my coffers. I'll give you my own gear. Gear for you. So you can fight for your city. That ain't costing yourself. Just cost me. And my wealth. What tier? You ask what tier? I'll tell you what tier. The tier you need to defeat the damn monsters. That's what it is. What tier?
Somebody wants 8.3, and they're also worrying.
Tonathan wants 8.3 too. Why don't you go see what that gets him? Why don't you ask your buddy Skusk about 8.3 gear against you in a city fight? What do you think 8.3 adjudicate against you? You know what against you? Heartbreak. Heartbreak, that's what against you. Heartbreak. People.
Some people are worried that this is just a ripoff and that you're just trying to spice up business. Do you have any comments on that, or is that?
Do you mean like that this is a sham? This is like some kind of false flag? Like we're not actually being attacked? You think I'm just making it up? You haven't seen the constructs? You haven't seen them knocking on a gate? You haven't seen them taking down our gatherers? You haven't seen them killing our citizens during the ZVZs? You haven't seen this? Come on. Come on. Want this shit? Come on.
Does the Dawn have any shipping interests?
Ship spice. Spice of life. That's what I ship. I ship the thing that gets you going every time. That's what I ship. Spice. Spice of life. I don't need to tell you what I ship. It's not your business. What do you ship? What's the Don's favorite food? Ah, pie. I like pie. T5 pie. Some people call it cake. I know it's pie. I know pie when I say it. T5 pie.
Somebody wants to give you a pink balloon giraffe.
What the fuck am I Okay. What am I gonna do with your balloon? Am I gonna make another balloon animal with it? What is a balloon animal good for? Hand it to a child? You don't see any children nowhere. There's a war. What am I gonna do with a balloon in war? Pop it? Scare my enemy away? Pop! You jump? I hope so. Oh, balloon animal.
What's the Dawn gonna do when Marty puts them cement shoes on him and makes him sleep with the fishes?
What's Marty gonna do? Marty? Wait. Repeat the question. Are you saying I'm gonna put shoes on Marty? Or are you saying that Marty's gonna put shoes on me?
What would the Dawn do if everybody just showed up naked to defend his city?
I'll give a year. Like I said before, when I was asked what I was gonna do to defend the city, and I told them, I know you're all poor, weak, puny little men. You can't defend yourselves with your own gear. I'll give you gear. I'll give you a gear from my coffers. My very gear. For you. Yeah. I gotta go. I gotta go defend the city. I hope to see you on Sunday when I defend the city in my portal, my realm gate. The city calling. Come defend the city. I can give you gear. All right, Bogul. I think it's time. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's really hard to do that. Excuse me, that voice after doing the other voice. They're not in sync at all. So coming out of one to the other, I do apologize that wasn't as good as yesterday.
Well, we've had some fun to put out some high quality shit posts. I like chat today.
Yeah, it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the troll. It was there's a point to it though. For the last 9 months, we have been hyping this new patch because we really are excited. We're very excited for it. We're really hoping that it's going to be the best thing that has ever happened to Albion. But sometimes, you're thinking you're getting Marlon Brando and you get want, we want. So be ready. Prepare yourself. It's a big patch. Anything could happen. But I hope it's a 10 out of 10 for everybody. I hope it's the best thing that's happened to Albion ever. Way better than launch or Steam launch or any of these other things. I've never been this excited for anything that's coming to Albion, and I'm really hoping for everybody that it goes off without a hitch. And I will be here Sunday for the last event of Albion 1.0.
Yeah. 21 UTC. And then next day, probably Queen Show, right?
Yeah. People are asking in chat what's going to be the incentive to fight amongst the mobs, and I really don't know how to answer that without spoiling stuff, and I don't want to do that. So go to Carlion, and hopefully it's a modest amount of like 700 people, and it'll work.
It's mostly about having fun, I think. It's about having fun, hanging out, celebrating the change, and trashing a bit of gear.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time. I really do. I know that the devs are gonna be working on making it a event. Like, there are certain people who are very excited about this back in the offices, and they really want this to go off without a hitch. They're just as excited about. They're all excited about Queen, but there are some people in particular who are excited about the last day's event. Like, they've done some extra work for it, and it's to show a story, and it's the last bit of story that we're gonna have here before, I guess, Albion 2.0. And I kind of want to say something, guys. It's not a guaranteed outcome what happens on Sunday. That's the coolest part. Like, there are two outcomes of this. The end with Queen, yes, it's all the same, but the story can be different. The story can be a thing. And I don't know which one I want to see more. It's like knowing the end of a 140-hour game, right? You're only going to play it once, and you've got these choices to make at the end, and either you're going to get to see one ending or the other, and you're like, I like them both because I've heard both parts of the story, and I want them to both be lore, but they can't. Only one can be the end. So show up at Carlion, fight for the Dawn, fight for that city that you've all lived at some point in your lives. Well, maybe not some of you. Some of you guys are probably really new and never got to know the joys of Carlion. But many of you have. Come fight for it.
I just realized we still have AMA questions and shoutouts. Are we doing these? Or...
well, that's what that was supposed to be. The thing that I just did was you were supposed to ask questions from the audience, but it was really stunted, and it was hard to do. And maybe we'll do it again if we have another show. We'll be here on Monday and Tuesday.
Questions. Okay. There's one I want to say, a PSA. I don't know if it's true. I didn't do the math. But Cesare says PSA 21 UTC is 4 p.m. EST, 3 p.m. CST, and 9 p.m. UTC. What? How can 21... Oh, all right. 21 is 9 UTC. It's the same? Jesus.
I don't know. Sure.
You're right. All right.
Can we do the questions? Yeah, we'll do the questions. I'm just not going to do them in the voice. Unless it's very specific that you had asked for it, Miss Shireen, and then I'll...
Madra0532 asks, how are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Been better.
Miss Shireen asks, can you say, so anyway, I started blasting in Don Carlion's voice, like from the meme. Also phonetically, it's pronounced Mishirin.
Mishirin, yeah. Yeah, I keep doing it wrong. Every time. All right, let's see. What was it again? What did she want me to say?
So anyway, I started blasting.
So, anyway, I started blasting.
How's that?
Good enough, I think.
Or did you want it?
What happens if you're bound to the current portal when Queen goes live? Does binding reset? Yes. Tier 1 Jank says, seriously, I would like to know how anyone expects...
Wait, did you not answer that question? You just said
No, I said, will it reset? Yes. The answer is yes, it will reset.
Okay.
Seriously, would you like to know how anyone expects a mob fighting rather than a grief fest at this event? Is this even any incentive to fight the mobs rather than each other? Well...
Yes, there's incentive to fight the mobs rather than each other, but I don't know what it is.
All right.
The Don knows. The Don will be there. The Don will... You know why you want to fight for... Story. It's the story. I don't know if there's going to be any mechanics in place or any benefits from killing the mobs or something like that. There might be, but you might not find that out unless you show up. For all I know, they could drop ridiculously huge amounts of Avalonian energy. They might drop... heck, maybe the way that the Don is getting you guys to all fight, the guy who controls the black market with all the drops, maybe he's putting really good drops on the mobs that are coming. I don't know, but that would be a good idea, and maybe I should tell somebody to do that.
It might be a little late.
No, it's never too late.
All right.
It's never too late to learn to read.
Yeah. Is this the end then of today, or are we have shoutouts, but I don't...
Well, I want to go through the shoutouts. Let's hit up all the shoutouts. I feel like we need to...
Okay.
But this could be the last Friday shoutouts.
Bart ZG says hype.
Thank you, Bart. I'm gonna miss Bart. You're great. You're great to have back. Good to see you around again.
Cesare says, shout out to the people who place decorations down and try to block the major roads.
We all love Arch. Exxon Fang. Formal request to have the Dawn of Carleon shout out Brave Newbies is recruiting. Okay.
The Brave Newbies. They're recruiting.
All right.
Funstealer says, join conflict, we the best.
Yeah, they're the best. I will say of all the guilds I've ever been in, Conflict is the most well-rounded guild I've ever been in. And good at all levels of the game.
Shozen, can you show me how to move gear live on stream?
No.
Can we show it with a delay?
Well, Monday? How to move? Oh, yeah. We can show you how to move an island. We can do that. But I can't show you how to move gear. You know how to pick it up and put it from one box into another, but I can show you how to move an island.
Okay. Panda Baron says, paying bounties for my head. What?
For Bogul's head, not his head.
Well, yes.
Paying bounties for Bogul's head. Now, here's the thing. In order to kill Bogul, he would have to leave the city. I've left the city with Bogul a half dozen times when he wasn't on GM in the last year.
I think the last time I left Carlin was about 2 months ago. Cesare asks at Panda Baron how much of a bounty. Oh, that's... Remember when I put a bounty on you, on your head?
Mine? Yeah. That was when we used to have a talk show that was like a podcast. It was just a podcast. It didn't have any Twitch. It wasn't live. And we were trying to reach out to all the different player groups that did weird things. And one of the things we did was we found a group that was doing bounties and murdering people, right? And these guys tried to hunt me down and kill me by getting a selfie with me in game. They were like, yeah, can we get a selfie with you? And I was like, nah, I can't do that because people try to kill me all the time. And then I found out Bogul had put out a bounty on me.
Yeah, these hitmans weren't very professional. Too bad. Decalaudus.
They were close.
says, shout out to Sorbald. Sobald.
So bald. So bald.
Sobald.
Like so rad, but so bald. Because he's now so bald.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like he bicked it. It looks like he nared it.
What's that?
That is a spray-on foam that makes your hair fall out.
All right.
Ladies used it in the 80s and 90s. I don't know if they still use it. I think there's better chemicals.
Like a giant testicle. What, Chet? No. Arrows1 says...
No, Fun Stealer, no, sorry.
If you're new to Albion or are returning for Queen and are looking for casual silver guild with a chill, mature family-like vibe, the Kingsmen are recruiting great people like you.
That's awesome. I like family-friendly guilds. I'm in one. You know what I did the first day I was in there? Broke all the rules and swore in chat, like, instantly. I was like, what the fuck are these rules?
And then you had a stern talking to?
No, they just explained to me that one of the rules was that I didn't like, and why they have it push to talk is so that people don't swear. I was like, oh, okay. Can we mute Fun Stealer because Bogul says chat said something, but it's only one person? Pando Baron wants to know that. We do say chat says when it's one particular person in chat, and we do that for all of you. And no, we can't mute any of you for that, because if I did, then I don't know. There'd be a lot of muted people, and I don't think they need to be muted because they don't like something they see on the show. I think they should all be allowed to say they don't like something, and if I don't like it, then I should improve. Mr. Flacco says, "Squawk." Eggs on Fang, 10 out of 10, best RP of the century. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, it's not been a long time in the century so far, but 10%, best of the 10%. I
didn't realize that century was so short. All right.
Okay.
All right.
It's been 20 years, right, of this century so far. I mean, it's like a fifth of it.
What?
Never mind.
Shozen played us like the Dawn plays the market, and it was hilarious, Cesare. I agree.
Thank you. We came up with this joke pretty early on, and it took a lot of work to make it happen. Thank you guys for enjoying it and playing along with us.
We might have to do more of this. I like trolling on stream.
It was fun.
Goodlum says, we've been swindled. Yes, you have. Look at the image in the background.
Oh, what's the Don gonna do when Marty puts them cement shoes on him and makes him sleep with the fishes? I don't think the Don can do anything if he's sleeping with the fishes. He's dead. It's not rot. Get eaten. Marty's badass. Wait, is it evil Marty? Or regular Marty? All right, that's all the shout outs for today. I will be back on Sunday at probably sometime before 21, seeing what's going on and trying to get an idea of what we're going to do for a show. It's going to be a very flexible show. I don't know what's going to happen. It's just going to be me hanging out, showing things, and just chatting with the audience. So if 4 people show up, you could basically get a lot of shows in time. You could be talking with me alone, and I'd probably do whatever, say, make jokes and the Don voice. I'll make fun of Pando.
It's like 10 p.m. Maybe I'll show up for like a drunk stream. No. Can't do that.
If you show up, Bogul, I would appreciate it. It would be fun to have you, but I know that you'll be getting ready for your trip, and you're already going to be doing 2 shows right before you leave. Bogul's going to be leaving for China for Chinese New Year, which they decide to hold sometime in February. And
end of January, actually.
End of January? I don't know. All I know is it's like a month late. And I don't know. I can't keep track of everybody's calendar. Next thing you're gonna want me paying attention to the Mayan calendar. I don't know when New Year's is on that either.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah, and I know a lot less people follow that calendar. I'm sorry. Just because a lot of people follow something doesn't mean it's right.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Well, they will get interviews. They will get to hear us talking on Monday and Tuesday, and then I suppose last calls for action again. Check out the end of season event on Sunday 21 UTC. That's the thing we talked about the whole day. Today we also will have a little bit of exclusive premiere content on that Sunday. I'm not going to say what it is.
Yeah.
But we
it's
will have something exclusive.
And that's kind of cool. It's our first. Well, no, it's not our first exclusive. I mean, we had an exclusive interview. We had some other things, but it's our first exclusive media. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
we'll be back on Monday.
Yeah. And if you still want to do an interview, get in touch with Shozen and let him know.
Please do. I will put my Discord in the chat. But for those who don't like reading chat, it is Shozen #4236. See that? That easy. Hit me up, and I am looking for at least 4 more interviews, at least. And if I get more interviews, it won't be a big deal because we will have many weeks, hopefully, left to air some more interviews.
Okay. And with that, any raffle action going on? Is that finished? Are we pulling that?
Let me see how many raffles I have done. I mean, I'll announce all of them again right now. There are no new ones, so don't hit raffle right now. Nobody's getting pulled. I'm just announcing old raffles. If I pull another one, it'll be because I open a new raffle because I have extra raffle keys. Let me go check what I got.
Arrows
I
1.
think that's all of them. Yeah, that's...
King Jokers. Run 3L11. Adriana 1441. Spaniard. Jenna Tails. 一个惊人的 Sturmwolf DK, The Mad Hatter, and Sherpa Goolsby.
I have 3 more from earlier.
Ooh.
It's Paradini, Mr. Lamkas, and Luce AO. I can't announce them again once they've already been archived, but Paradini, Mr. Lamkos, and Luce AO have also won the raffle. So, yeah, guys, message me, and I will get you your codes. You have until, I guess until Sunday, honestly, because that's the next time I will be on to send these out. So these will be going out probably Sunday. And one of you lucky guys will be getting $37.50. I have 1 to go to the 13 that I gave out today. But it's a lot of prizes. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the end of the season. Congrats to our winners. Arrow 404, you did amazing. I think you guys are underrated, and the only reason people give you a lot of crap is because you win. So take that. If you want them to be nice to you, stop winning. All right. Anything else, Bogle, before you go? Because,
no,
I mean,
I'm good. All
right. Twitch.tv/Albion Online and YouTube.com, SoundCloud.com/AlbionTV for all your Albion news. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next time.
Bye.